Hello, my friends. Today's movie tells the story of 12 strangers who wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. They don't know they've been chosen for a very specific purpose: the hunt. The movie starts with a woman named Athena, who is seen sitting at her desk texting. She's texting with her friends and sharing memes when they start talking about the manner of the hunt. But someone wrote that they should not discuss hunting matters over the phone. After a while on a private plane, a stewardess leans over to a man, asking if he would like something to eat. She mentions they have caviar, but he isn't interested and lists things that can only be made in a kitchen. When the stewardess informs him of this, he makes a snarky remark and asks for champagne. She goes to get it, and when she returns to pour it, a man suddenly stumbles inside, scaring her and the others. The man with the champagne says that one of them is awake. An older gentleman jumps up and tries to calm the stumbling man, telling him he's a doctor. He makes him lie down on the towels and stabs him, surprising everyone there. The man isn't dead, so he flings a bottle around until Athena walks in and stabs him with her shoe. The others mention that it hasn't even started yet. As she cleans her shoe, Athena says that there is no sentimentality in war. The older man drags the stumbling man into another compartment of the plane. He's still alive and asks for help, but unfortunately the blonde woman he calls to is unconscious. Later, the same woman wakes up outside with a gag in her mouth that she can't remove. She stands up and sees another woman with a gag across a river, making a makeshift compass. The woman acknowledges her existence for a moment but walks away just as a man walks by behind the first woman. She follows him to a field with a giant crate in the middle. A few other people are seen approaching the box. One of them says it's a trap, but the man still goes to open it. The others hide. He opens the crate and a pig runs out. Then he looks inside and pulls out a rack filled with weapons. All the people in the field move toward the crate, including the blonde from before. She finds the keys to the gags and helps one of the people remove it. No one knows what's happening. Suddenly, someone starts shooting at them, so they all hide. The blonde thinks she dodged the bullet, but suddenly gets shot. One of the people in the field shoots toward the place where the shots came from, but gets killed too. The others are still hiding. A woman runs out and falls into a ditch, so one of the guys goes to help her, only to find her impaled, though still alive. He helps her up, and they run when suddenly he steps on a landmine. They explode. Another guy manages to run away from the shooting. He gets to a fence. Someone approaches, and he almost shoots him, but it's the man who opened the crate. Two others run toward them. They all jump the fence, except the crate man. He gets shot with a spear and decides to face his attackers, only to be killed. Moments later, the other three escape and reach a gas station. The owners, a couple, think that people are robbing the place. Blue Shirt tells them they don't want their money. He just wants to know where he is. They tell him that he's in the state of Arkansas. He asks for the phone to call the police, and they say they'll trace the call and be there soon. The woman eats a cookie and immediately chokes on it, as if it's been poisoned. Suddenly, the couple put on gas masks and throw a smoke grenade at them. Before Blue Shirt can shoot them, the man kills him first. They choke the other one with the grenade and then kill him too. The woman vents the gas station. Later, they clean up, disposing of the bodies. The woman sees that Blue Shirt has a wedding ring and starts feeling bad. Her husband tells her that it doesn't matter because he surely is a bad man. The couple argue about the subtleties of racism when they get a call on the radio. They tell the woman on the other end who they managed to kill, and she tells them that another one of the hunted is approaching their way. They prep the gas station as she walks toward it and walks in to find them ready and greeting her warmly. Crystal asks for a box of cigarettes and gets her emergency money, then asks what state she's in. The woman answers her as she gets her change. But Crystal notices something is wrong and attacks them. She grabs the shotgun from under the counter, kills the man first, and then the wife. Crystal checks the gas station and finds the bodies, then grabs some rubber bands and some ammo. She drops her jacket and leaves the station. Outside, there's a truck in front, so she goes to check it out. First, she sees that the plates are fake, showing Croatian ones underneath. Then she finds a tripwire connecting the door to a bomb. She hears the others talking on the radio she snatched and hides in the bushes. They're looking for her because they can't find the couple from the station. They send a drone to check the station out, and someone shoots it down. The man who shot the drone appears, smashing it further. As he goes toward the truck, Crystal stops him, telling him that it's rigged. She tells him that by shooting the drone, he basically told them that they're at the gas station. She then starts walking towards some train tracks she saw earlier, and the man follows her. He tells her he has a theory about why they're being hunted down. Apparently, he had read an article about a group of liberal elites that kidnap people and take them to a manor to hunt them down. Crystal doesn't really believe his theory. She hears a train approaching and tells the man to run so they can catch up to it. They hop on the train, and once inside, they find a group of immigrants hiding. The man says that they're not real, that they're crisis actors. They also don't speak English. Crystal isn't convinced by his theories again. Suddenly, the train stops, and the military police search the compartments. Crystal and the man, along with the immigrants, surrender. The police are frisking them when the man decides to tell one of the officers that the two of them are American and that the refugees are actually crisis actors. The officers don't speak English and step aside when one of the immigrants speaks to the man in fluent English with an American accent. He says they don't believe him, and the man freaks out. The immigrant tells him that he's the only actor and that he needs to calm down. The man tackles him and puts a grenade in his pants as everyone else hides. Then the guy blows up. Next, Crystal is in a truck being taken to a refugee camp. Once there, she is taken to an officer who asks for her papers. She asks where she is, and when they don't answer, she begins guessing and finally guesses right: Croatia. She asks them to call the American embassy, but instead they bring in Dawn, another one of the people who were hunted along with her. The two of them go to the camp kitchen to eat, while Dawn keeps sharing the same theories with her as the other guy. Suddenly, an official from the American embassy shows up to pick them up. Later, they're seen riding with him through the woods. Dawn has told him everything about their predicament, and the official is shocked, saying he'll contact the State Department and the military to find the people who hunted them. Crystal realizes there's something strange about the guy, knocks him out, and pushes him out of the car. Then she backs up over him, killing him. She finds a gun in his jacket. While she looks through the trunk, Dawn freaks out that she killed the official, until he looks inside and sees the other guy who was with her before, dead. She finds a map, and Dawn says he thinks they are the only two left. Dawn wants to leave in the car, but she says no. She wants to use the map to find the people hunting them and retaliate. She tells him a gruesome story her mother used to tell her when the pig suddenly appears again. At the bunker, the group of people hunting them is chatting about what's politically correct and what isn't. One of them is a soldier, their consultant. He asks them to be quiet, but they just make fun of him. Athena's voice is heard over the radio, telling them to shut up. One of them goes out to pee, and when he gets to a tree, Dawn distracts him with the pig, and Crystal kills him. Back at the bunker, the group hears a noise outside. The soldier gives them instructions on what to do, which they barely follow. All of them are scared, so when Dawn drops the pig inside, they shoot it dead. The woman is upset that they killed the pig, when suddenly Crystal kills one of the men and shoots at the others. She incapacitates the soldier, then stabs the woman. She fights one of the other men for a rifle, but he takes out the ammo. She finds another bullet in the chamber and shoots him. Then she goes to the sniper and kills the last one as well. She thinks she's got them all, but suddenly the soldier tackles her and they fight. Crystal pulls a pipe out of the ceiling and beats him up with it, but doesn't kill him. The woman is still alive and calls her a hick. Crystal picks up a gun and goes to shoot her. When Dawn shows up, he finds a gun, and Crystal tells him to ask the woman why they were doing that to them. She gives a stupid answer and Crystal wants to kill her, but Dawn stops her, saying she's a woman and should be spared. Crystal asks the woman if she should be afforded mercy just because she's a woman, and as she answers no, Crystal shoots her. Dawn freaks out, and suddenly Athena's voice appears on the radio, asking if he got Crystal, to which she points her gun at him. He says he's not one of them, as Athena keeps asking what's going on over the radio. She tells Dawn to kill Crystal, as he pleads with her not to trust the woman on the radio, but she shoots him regardless. Crystal tells Athena that Dawn is dead, and Athena tells her to come and get her. Crystal sits down next to the soldier and has a civil conversation with him until she asks where Athena is. She tells him that she won't give up and presses his wound, so he tells her where she is hiding. He gives her the information, but cautions her that Athena has been preparing for the hunt for months. Crystal kills him too. A flashback to 1 year earlier takes us to Athena's office, where two people from the company are waiting for her. They talk about the text message she had about the hunt. She says it was only a joke, but they tell her that there are people who believe it's true. Athena laughs, but the man is persistent, calling it a possible PR nightmare and telling her that she has to step down from her position. She asks for a list of the people who have made the conspiracy theory about her hunting human beings. Another flashback to 8 months prior to the hunt shows the group choosing the people who will be part of the hunt. They have difficulty choosing, but Athena tells them to continue. Suddenly, the slide shows a picture of Crystal, as the man presenting the slides reads her opinions about Athena. She gets angry and chooses her as her arch nemesis. In the present, Crystal is walking towards a manor. Athena talks to her on the intercom, saying that if she doesn't leave her gun there, she will activate the C4 under the gate. So Crystal leaves the gun and walks inside. Beethoven is heard in the background as Crystal cautiously walks inside the house and sees pictures of herself and the others on Athena's wall. Athena is waiting for her in the kitchen, cooking. She asks if Crystal killed Dawn, but doesn't tell her if he was one of them. Crystal doesn't know who Athena is, but it seems Athena doesn't know who Crystal is either. They talk about why Athena organized the hunt, and Crystal makes fun of her for doing it for the wrong reasons, coming full circle and making the conspiracy theory a reality, and also because she has the wrong Crystal. The woman who posted the awful conspiracy theories online about Athena was another Crystal with the same surname as hers. After all is revealed, Crystal grabs a knife and goes after Athena. They fight savagely, equaling in strength and stamina. Crystal throws everything she can find at Athena, including an expensive bottle of champagne, which Athena manages to save from shattering. Crystal kicks her over the fireplace, but Athena gets a shotgun and goes after her upstairs. They fight for the gun, but Crystal pushes her down the stairs and jumps down. Athena goes for a knife next and stabs Crystal. They fight outside for a moment and get back to the kitchen, where Athena stabs Crystal with a vegetable cutter. As she kicks her, Crystal pulls her in and stabs her with the other side of the cutter. Athena dies, but Crystal survives. She gets up, eats the toast, and closes her wound with a blowtorch. She cleans herself up and puts on one of Athena's dresses as well as her shoes. Before she leaves, she takes the expensive champagne. She walks outside and sees Athena's private jet. When she walks inside the jet, she tells the stewardess and the captain that she killed their bosses and threatens them with a gun, telling them to take her home. She sits down, and the stewardess prepares a snack and the champagne for her. Crystal invites her to eat and drink with her. Here, the movie ends. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.